Hello and welcome to our new video. Today's video is about flocking fibers and adhesives. In our last video you will get a general overview about flocking, application examples and which technical problems can be solved with flocking. Flock fibers are fibers with a length of approximately 0.1 to 10 millimeters. Any raw material, for example polyamide, viscose, wood, metal, compostable biomaterials, recycled materials can be used as a starting point for flocking. These raw materials are cut by machine in the first step of processing. After the fibers are cut, they are prepared with the help of salts and tannins to achieve the conductivity and flowability of the flock so that they align vertically in the electrostatic field during flocking and anchor in the adhesive. At the end of the production process, the fibers are dried and sieved. The three most common types of flock fibers are made of viscose, polyester and polyamide. Viscose fibers are mainly used in the textile sector and are also suitable for packaging refinement. Polyester flock has a high abrasion resistance and a UV stability. It is mainly used for automotive profiles. Polyamide is the all-rounder among flock fibers. It has a high pressure stability and abrasion resistance and a good UV stability. Polyamide flock can be used for flocking textiles, furniture, moldings, packaging, printed products, car profiles and much more. What are the characteristics of flock fibers? Flock is specified by fiber type, fiber length, fiber thickness and color. The fiber thickness is specified in the unit dtex. Dtex stands for the weight of the fiber at a length of 10,000 meters. That means 1 dtex stands for 1 gram per 10,000 meters. In this graphic you can see the comparison on a scale of 1 to 25 of the different dtex sizes. The ratio of fiber length to thickness determines the appearance of the flocked surface. The thinner the fibers are in relation to their length, the softer the surface feels, but they are also more difficult to process. Furthermore, the thinner the lines or the more detailed the designs, the shorter the flock should be. The various properties of the flock fibers are important for the subsequent surface finish and function of the flocking. These are the ratio between the length, the diameter and the hardness of the starting material. This ratio determines the function of the surface that can be achieved by flocking. Depending on the selection and composition of the individual parameters, different surface properties are created. If you want to know what kind of problems flocking can solve, watch our previous video. Flock can be adapted extremely individually to the respective need and the corresponding problem. The graphic shown is our flock configurator. Here you can immediately see which dtex length ratio is between suited for the respective property to be achieved. You can also find our flock configurator on our homepage at maagflock.com under Flock School. In this figure you can see how easy it is to process the different fibers. On the x-axis you can see the dtex and on the y-axis the length of the flock fiber. Depending on where the flock fiber is classified here, it's difficult to process, normal, easy or not at all. In summary, it can be seen that there are many factors to consider when selecting a flock. Therefore, you should inform yourself well in advance and think about what technical problem you want to solve and what you want to achieve with the flocked surface to make a good choice. In addition to flock fibers, we also need an adhesive for flocking. A differentiation is made between two types of adhesives, solvent-based and water-based adhesives. Solvent-based adhesives have better adhesion but are more harmful to the environment, pose a health risk and are more expensive to produce and above all to dispose of. Water-based adhesives are more environmentally friendly and are easier to dispose of, as they are disposed of with residual waste after drying. In the case of a water-based adhesive, a differentiation is made between 1 and 2 component adhesives, depending on the requirements to be achieved or the substrate to be flocked. In recent years there has been an increasing trend away from solvent-based adhesives towards dispersion adhesives. This is particularly true in the automotive industry, where certain guidelines and regulations have been introduced to avoid solvent emission during processing. What are the criteria for selecting adhesives for flocking? Firstly, the object to be flocked and its shape. It's also important to know the surface tension of the material. In the case of low surface tension, this can be increased by appropriate pre-treatment of the substrate. Furthermore, it's important to pay attention to whether and which softeners are contained in the material, as they can affect the adhesion of the adhesive. It is advisable to test the substrate or its surface in advance in conjunction with the adhesive. Other important parameters in the selection of the flock adhesives are the application method, the flock material used, drying and fixing, the requirements of the end customers in terms of technical regulations or haptic and optical demands, costs, and occupational safety and environmental protection. Let's move on to the subject of adhesive application. The quality of the adhesive application has a significant influence on the appearance of the flocked surface. Ideally, the layer thickness of the adhesive application is 10% of the flock fiber length, as shown in this graphic. Different application thickness can lead to uneven flock density, poor flock adhesion, or sagging of the flock fibers. Therefore, it's important to clean and, if necessary, pre-treat the substrate before applying the adhesive. There are different application methods to apply the adhesive before flocking. Flocking adhesives can be sprayed, brushed, dipped, coated, printed or rolled. Depending on the application method, it's necessary to know that the adhesive specific properties such as viscosity, open time, pot life and fogging. To prevent problems during flocking or adhesive application, the following tests can be carried out on the flock and adhesive. Conductivity of flock and adhesive can be measured, flow velocity of adhesive, temperature, springiness and pourability of the flock, high voltage and geometry of flock fibers. It turns out that there is a lot to consider when choosing the right flock adhesive. In summary, it shows that both in the selection of flock fibers and adhesive, it should be clear what technical problem you want to solve with flocking and what results you want to achieve in order to make a good choice of fibers and adhesive. At the end of our video, I would like to point out, as you can already see in the background, that we have recently added flock fibers and flock adhesives to our portfolio. We carry in viscose, polyester and polyamide fibers in various details, length ratios and colors. We have 5 flock adhesives in our range with different application areas. For example, our adhesive all-rounder, which can be used on various surfaces. Or our adhesive foamer, which is suitable for painter roller flocking. For more information, check out our online store with the link in the description. For questions and suggestions, feel free to comment on this video and leave a like. For more information and updates, feel free to follow us on our social media, on LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram. Thanks a lot! I'm looking forward to the next video. See you next time.